Available now. Link below.
In a world where truth often hides behind the shadows of power, a bombshell revelation is about to turn the tide. Unveiled evidence from the House Oversight Committee has ripped the mask off a saga of corruption so profound it challenges the very foundations of our republic. Imagine, if you will, the highest levels of power entangled in the web of deceit, where every handshake and every dinner meeting is a piece of a larger, more sinister puzzle. This is not just another political scandal. It's a story of betrayal that reaches into the heart of the American democracy. As we embark on this special report, we're not just uncovering secrets, we're exposing the raw truth about how the Biden family's international dealings have funneled millions into their pockets, directly contradicting the narrative we've been sold. Stay with us, as what we reveal will not only shock you, but will make you question everything. You won't want to miss the final thought of this report. Folks, before we dive deeper into our groundbreaking report, let's take a moment to talk about something that directly affects you and your family's pocketbook. Just like the intricate dealings we're about to unravel, your energy bill is no small matter. It's been skyrocketing, reaching levels that would make even the most seasoned politicians blush. Some power companies are sitting on a staggering $13 million in uncollected bills. But here's a beacon of hope. In these trying times, a magical little device that's turning heads and cutting costs, this compact energy-saving device is helping Americans just like you slash their electricity bills, outsmarting the greedy utility companies. Imagine keeping more of your hard-earned money, all while making a stand against the corporate giants. It's time to take control and optimize your home's power usage. Join the tens of thousands who are already benefiting. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. 65% off, only available at don'twastepower.com. Remember, that's don'twastepower.com. Call now and start saving today. In a revelation that could shake the very core of our nation's trust in its leaders, the House Oversight Committee has laid bare a tangled web of corruption and deceit involving none other than President Joe Biden and his interactions with nearly all of Hunter Biden's foreign business associates. This isn't a story of political intrigue. It's a damning indictment of how the corridors of power can be manipulated for personal gain, casting a long shadow over the Biden presidency. As we look at the layers of this complex saga, let's not forget the president's own words, claiming he did not interact with his family's foreign business interests. Yet evidence unearthed by the Oversight Committee paints a starkly different picture. In this clip, Biden denies any involvement, a statement now contradicted by a mountain of evidence suggesting otherwise. Take a look.
Anyway, I'll talk to you more after the
and also China. President Biden on Ukraine and also China. There's polling by the Associated Press that shows that almost 70% of Americans, including 40% of Democrats, believe that you acted either illegally or unethically in regards to your family's business interests. Can you explain to the Americans amid this impeachment inquiry why you interacted with so many of your son and brother's foreign business associates?
I'm not going to comment on that. I did not, and it's just a bunch of lies.
You didn't interact with many of their business associates?
I did not. There's lies.
What's the contingency plan for the
Do you think there is any demonstration?
The committee's findings detail how Biden, under the guise of diplomatic and vice presidential duties, dined with Russian oligarchs at the prestigious Cafe Milano. These were not mere social gatherings, but strategic moves, as these individuals collectively funneled millions to Hunter Biden, leveraging the Biden name for lucrative deals across the globe. Diving deeper, the narrative unfolds further with Devin Archer, Hunter's business associate, confirming that Joe Biden was indeed the brand sold worldwide. Archer's testimony is a critical piece of the puzzle, revealing that the vice president at the time, Joe Biden, was more than just a passive family member. He was an active participant in a scheme that sold access for cash. This next clip underscores the gravity of the situation, showing how the Biden brand was peddled to foreign interests, a practice that directly contradicts the integrity expected of the highest office in the land. Take a look.
Former business associate of Hunter Biden says he met with Hunter's father in 2017. Now President Joe Biden denies that meeting. Today, Tony Bobulinski told his side of the story to congressional lawmakers under oath. Correspondent David Spunt has details. Good evening, David.
Brett, good evening. Tony Bobulinski, Hunter Biden's former business associate, started taking questions at 10 a.m. He is still behind closed doors right now. He spoke to both Republicans and Democrats, and he claimed once again President Biden is lying. Bobulinski says he personally met with Joe Biden in California twice in May 2017. He said today in his opening statement, in part, "It is clear to me that Joe Biden was the brand being sold by the Biden family. Joe Biden was more than a participant in and beneficiary of his family's business. He was an enabler, despite being buffered by a complex scheme to maintain plausible deniability." Republicans believe Bobulinski.
Notably, the Oversight Committee points to specific instances where the Biden family benefited directly from foreign transactions. A sports car, a $3.5 million wire transfer from Badarina, and significant sums from Chinese nationals are just the tip of the iceberg. These aren't mere coincidences, but a pattern of behavior that suggests a deliberate strategy to enrich the Biden family at the expense of American interests. Moreover, the allegations extend beyond mere financial impropriety. The interaction within these foreign entities, some of which have direct ties to foreign governments, raises questions about national security and the potential for undue influence on American foreign policy. It's a chilling thought that the President of the United States could be compromised, not by his actions as a public servant, but by his family's private business dealings. The implications of these findings are far-reaching. They suggest not just a failure of ethical standards, but a systematic abuse of power. The Biden family's apparent willingness to leverage political influence for personal gain undermines the very principles upon which our republic stands. It's a betrayal of the American people's trust, a breach of the oath of office, and perhaps most significantly, a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked power. As we navigate through these murky waters, one thing becomes clear. The need for accountability has never been greater. The evidence laid out by the Oversight Committee demands a thorough and unbiased investigation. If these allegations are true, they represent not just political malfeasance, but a direct threat to the integrity of the American political system. Before our final thought, an important message from our own Gary Franchi.
That's right. The journey to the 2024 election is a minefield of disinformation and hidden agendas. So make sure you grab my new book, The Silent Coup. It is your map and compass navigating through the quagmire of political deception and media complicity. In the quest for sovereignty over your understanding, your copy is indispensable. The link to this crucial compendium is in the video description. Make sure you get it. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Gary. Make sure you tap the link in the description to secure Gary's new book, The Silent Coup. And now for our final thought. In this report, we've covered the shadowy corridors of power to unveil a story not just of political corruption, but of a profound betrayal of the American trust. The revelations about Joe Biden's deep-seated involvement in his son's foreign business dealings are not mere political fodder. They are a clarion call to the American people for vigilance and action. This saga transcends political lines, touching the very core of our republic's integrity. If the leader of the free world can be swayed by foreign monies, what does that say about the state of our union? It's a reminder that the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. We must demand transparency, hold our leaders accountable, and ensure that no individual is above the law. The story we've uncovered is more than a political scandal. It's a wake-up call to safeguard the values and principles that define us as a nation. Thank you for watching. If you got value from this report, hit subscribe and tell a friend.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.